My name is Lashanah, and today I'm speaking to you about Georgia State University's Department of History's required courses. There's a great African proverb that states, "Until the story of the hunt is told by the lion, the tale of the hunt will always glorify the hunter." This is a story that we all know too well when concerning the social science field of history, particularly when taught in public education. Unfortunately, Georgia State University has followed the same suit. According to the Department of History, historians study various aspects of humanity's past. They are interested in every period of the past as well as all parts of the world. However, this does not follow the same path within their own core curriculum. In order to obtain a Bachelor's of Arts in History at Georgia State University, a student is required to take one U.S. history course, one European course, but is forced to choose between African history, Asian history, Latin American history, and Middle Eastern history. This creates a situation where Africa, Asia, Latin America, and the Middle East are cited as the lion, and US and Europe are cited as the hunters. This is a continuation of grades K through 12, in which European and U.S. history are only taught within social studies and history classes, as implemented by the National Common Core Standards. This creates an us versus them complex. An us versus them complex which can be broken down into several different ways. Us meaning the Western nations, them meaning everyone else. Us meaning developed nations, them meaning underdeveloped or developing nations. Or simply us meaning white and them meaning people of color. This promotes the ideology of imperialism, colonialism, racism, and the stealing of resources. The ideology of us versus them does not continue into the actual demographic of the United States. According to the 2014 U.S. Census, 40% of the country's population is considered to be non-white. On an even smaller scale, Georgia State University has an even more diverse population. According to Forbes.com, Georgia State has a total student body of over 32,165 students. Of those enrolled, 32% are white, 40% are black, 11% are Asian, and 9% are Hispanic. Once again, citing Georgia State University's campus as being one of the most ethnically diverse campuses in the nation, which has come a long way from 1913 of being an all-white campus to the 1960s of introducing desegregation to the 1990s of Georgia State recognizing their African American Studies program as their own individual department. In spite of the evolution of Georgia State's population as a whole, the Department of History has not changed the curriculum to match the demographic that it serves. A student's choice should not be limited at a research university, but instead should be taken in and observed. Having only a U.S. and European history as individual requirements and the others as options produces students with inefficient degrees. As a history major myself, I, along with many others, came to the field in hopes of learning about everyone's perspective and stories, not just those of the represented Western world. Unfortunately, as stated in the Department of History's course catalog and degree requirements, that is not the intentions of Georgia State. It is very important for a future historian or someone who wants to someone who studies history in general to understand everyone's perspective. There are always two sides to every story. In this case, it's not just the U.S. and Europe. It's also Africa's, Asia's, Latin America, and the Middle East. Understanding the independent histories of different geographical regions allows historians and those who want to study history and those who are currently studying history to become well-versed in multiple topics and issues that pertain to the world as a whole. As Georgia State being one of the most ethnically diverse institutions in the country, serving a U.S. population as being one of the most ethnically diverse in the world, it is very important for the history of the nation to showcase the different demographics, as well as Georgia State University to showcase the different demographics in their Department of History.